Hi guys, today for the second part of chapter 9, I'm going to explain to you the last three of this chapter 9 as I have covered previously on 9.1 until 9.4. I hope all of you have watched that particular video and understand what I'm saying about the promotion mix and also the goal of promotion, AIDA concept, and especially on the advertisement or advertising that I've covered. So for this session, I'm going to cover on consumer promotional tools, the public relations. We're going to look at the function and also the tools of public relation. And lastly, in this chapter, I'm going to cover on the personal selling. So again, this is your third P of your marketing mix. As you have learned, first P is product, second P is the placement of the product, and the third one here is the promotion, okay, which consists of the promotion mix as you have learned previously in the previous slides and also previous video that I've told you. The promotion mix includes the advertising, sales promotion, public relations, and also personal selling. Okay, so let's first look at the consumer sales promotion. Okay, this is the second promotion mix, sales promotion. It is an activity in which a short-term incentive is offered to consumers or even to the channel members to induce the purchase of particular goods or service. So the consumer sales promotion is aimed at the ultimate consumer of a good. In this case, you want them to actually purchase the product immediately, okay? And there are also what they call this trade sales promotion, which is directed to the channel members, okay, or the channel intermediaries, such as the wholesalers and retailers, so that this wholesaler and also retailers will actually buy the product from the manufacturer and willing to sell it to the consumers. Now, for your level, we're going to cover only on the consumer sales promotion. So the objective of this is centered around immediate purchase. Okay, so the other objective could include these four, which is to increase trial so that people will try to buy the product, or it can also have the objective of boosting the customer or consumer's inventory in a way that you want them to buy more. Okay, and then encourage repurchase. This is when you want them to buy again and again from you. And lastly, to support and also increase the effectiveness of advertising that you have done in the advertisement. Okay, so the sales promotion may also encourage brand switching in some instances, like when you use coupon. So when you have a coupon, then somehow or other you will use that coupon in buying the brand of the discounted prices, okay? And also it can also encourage brand loyalty, okay, such as when you have these frequent buyer clubs. Okay, I will explain to you about this coupon and also frequent buyer clubs later on, where these actually are the tools of sales promotion. So here are all the 8, I think it's 8, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, 8 sales promotional tools for the consumers. So the first one is coupon. You have rebates, contests, and also sweepstakes, premium, loyalty marketing programs, or sometimes it is known as the frequent buyer program or frequent buyer clubs. Next is sample. Another one is point of purchase, and last but not least, the online sales promotion. So let's look at coupon. So a coupon is actually a certificate. It's not really like a certificate like your sijil or what. It could be just a piece of paper, right, that actually entitle consumer to have an immediate price reduction when they purchase the item. Okay, I think you have received a lot of coupons, right or not? So coupons are effective for product trial and also repeat purchases. Okay, so if you have coupon and you feel like, oh, okay, I have this coupon and I get 20% discount when I buy this product, so might as well just use the coupon and buy it, right? So that is when you just want to have a trial about that particular product. After all, you are paying at a discounted price. Or it can also increase the make you buy again because you have that coupon. Okay, so when you have the coupon, you say, oh, I have this coupon and I can buy again next time, right? And it is also useful for increasing the amount of product the customer will buy. Okay, You can give me some of the example of coupons that you normally will receive, like KFC coupon, for example. Okay, so in that particular coupon will states that you are entitled for 20% discount of the snack plates, for example. Okay, so that is when you will actually buy again, because after all you want to eat KFC and it is actually at a 20% discounted price. Next is rebates. Now rebates is actually similar like coupon, but we offer the purchaser the price reduction, but the reward is not as immediate as rebate form, and proof of purchase must be mailed in, or it has to, normally we don't mail anymore because now we have the apps or the internet or email, right? So what happened is that here rebates are actually discounted price that you will get for your next purchase. Okay, so it is not just for the product that you wanted to buy. For example, the coupon for KFC just now, so you get a 20% discount. So when you purchase your snack plate, they will give you immediately 20% discount. However, rebates are price reduction that you will get for the next purchase, or it will not be gained immediately. For example, thank you, they do a lot of rebates, okay, in the way that when you buy let's say a TV, okay, today you buy a TV, you get a 5% rebate on the next purchase of any other items. All right, do you understand what I'm saying now? So rebate is not for that TV that you buy now, but for other products that you wanted to buy next purchase. Okay, so that is rebate. Next one is contest and also sweepstakes. I think this is very familiar to you. I hope you do know about some contests that are being held, okay, by a lot of companies or brands, yeah, which is a promotion that give away prizes and also awards. So contest is based on some skills or ability, so you need to somehow rather answer some question, okay, or counts how many candies in that particular jar, right? Or you need to draw something that is very creative, right? So this is contest. So the winner will be based on whoever the answer it correctly, or the most creative one, or the most beautiful one. Okay, like there is a contest of I think Sushi King did one contest where you take picture of yourself and also, or even your family in that particular Sushi King restaurant, and then you will submit that particular form. So in the way that the contest wants you to give the most creative or the most beautiful picture. All right, so that is a contest. So if you win, then you will be giving you will be given awards or prizes, while the sweepstakes are actually relying on a chance and also luck. Sweepstakes are typically no need for you to answer any question. It is just purely based on your luck. Another example of a sweepstakes are normally a lucky draw, okay, or when you buy things and then you get that particular card where scratch and win. So you scratch that particular card, okay, gores dan menang kind of thing, okay. So when you scratch, you don't have to answer any question. So if you win, that means on that particular card states that you win something, or not, they will just put that try again, or it is not your luck at that particular moment, right? So contest basically it needs a skills or ability or something that you need to do in order for you to win, but the sweepstake is just a lucky draw, okay, based on your chance and also based on your luck. Okay, next, consumer promotion tool is the premium. Okay, premium is an extra item offered, usually with proof of purchase, to the consumer. Sometimes it may be a small item such as a t-shirt or a coffee mug, or it can be bigger items, right, or bigger prizes like a free air travel or a hotel stays. And usually the frequent buyer clubs and other loyalty programs offer premiums, right? Or sometimes the premium could be like a small one, yeah, a small item such as this t-shirt and also coffee mug is when you buy things like Colgate, for example, or not Colgate, what they call it, Darlie, is it? Darlie, so when you buy Darlie, free a bowl. Or when you buy shampoo, you got free conditioner. You buy a facial wash and you got free of face towel. So that face towel, okay, those conditioner or the bowl that you get just now is actually a premium, okay. I think Lian Sin, if you ever bought rice, yeah, beras, rice. So when you buy that beras, 10 kg, then you got free sudu. Okay, the spoon inside that particular beras. So that spoon is actually a premium. Okay, you can name me other things that if let's say you buy things and you get some free gift. That free gift is actually called the premium. All right. Next one is the loyalty marketing programs, or sometimes it is known as the frequent buyer program or clubs. Yeah, this is a rewarding loyal customers for making multiple purchases. And these loyalty programs are designed to build long-term, mutually beneficial relationship between a company and its key customers, or their loyal customer lah, basically, right? And the frequent buyer programs reward loyal customers for making multiple purchases for a particular good or the service. So this loyalty marketing program could be inclusive of when you have a member card. Okay, so when you join a member, then you are actually in their loyalty marketing program. Okay, like when you go to Watson, they will offer you, do you have a member or not? Do you want to join the member for Watson? So with that member card, you will entitle for, let's say, discounted prices of the items that they sell. Okay, or and at the same time, you can collect points, all right, which it can be redeemed for you to buy other things, or redeem getting some other items, okay, such as like bonus link card. So if you have a bonus link card or a Parkson card, all right, so those cards actually collecting points, all right, and at there are time that they say, okay, it's actually redemption time where you can actually redeem whatever products that are available for you to redeem. While these frequent buyer programs, they are not necessarily using a membership card. It could be just as simple as a piece of paper or a piece of small card that allows you to collect some like stamps, for example, you know, stamps or stickers. Yeah, so at the moment you buy, like when you go to Ion Mall, all right, so at the supermarket or even at the departmental stores, when you buy things at 30 ringgit, for example, you are entitled for one sticker. So if you collect 10 stickers, for example, then you put it in that particular card, so you are entitled to buy another items, okay, at a very cheap prices, or you redeem some other items. Like if you go to Sing Futang, for example, those of you who loves to drink boba tea, right, you go to Sing Futang, they give you a card, so every time you purchase a drink, then they will give you a stamp, right? Not a stamp, so you will need to collect 10 stamps, right? So if you collect them all 10, then you will be able to earn or redeem one free drinks on the next purchase, right? So that is actually a frequent buyer programs. Next one is the sample. I think you know sample very well, right? Not sample is actually small things that they give to you to try, okay, to increase the trial. So it is a way to reduce the amount of risk a consumer perceive in trying a new product. So for sampling to be beneficial, yeah, the new product must have benefits that are clearly superior to the existing products and must have a unique new attribute that the consumer must experience to believe in. Okay, a sample could be as simple as like when you go to a supermarket, they give you to try a coffee in a very small cup. Okay, or I think Yakult also always do that. They will give you a very small cup for you to try and taste the taste of Yakult. Or another way is that you go to Baskin Robbins, all right, you can try whatever flavors you want, all right, so that you know that you really like that particular flavor before you actually make the actual purchase. So that is when it reduces the amount of risk of consumer perceive. Another way of doing sample is by giving you what I call it, to try things, yeah, especially for ladies. If you go to Sephora, there are a lot of products that you can try on before you actually purchase, like the lipsticks, okay, the perfume, the eyeshadow, the concealer, conditioner, whatever things, that lotion kind of thing, right, that you can put it on your hands, okay, or apply it on your face and whatsoever. So that is actually to reduce some risk and try to actually make you believe and feel how it actually can be applied on your skin, how it looks, or how it makes you feel beautiful or not when you try it on. Okay, another sample is also just like when you try it on. Okay. And the good one that normally it's not like you really need to take it, but actually you just have to try. Like when you want to buy a car, so they allow you for a test drive. So that test drive experience is actually also considered as a sample, right? Whereby you are allowed to drive the car first, okay, and feel how is it when you drive that particular car, and then you decide whether you want to buy or not that particular car. So that is actually also considered as a sample. And let's say if you go to laptop shop, okay, PC image, is it? So you can go there, and then you will they allow you to actually try to explore that particular laptop. I'm not sure whether they allow, if you go to Switch, right, you want to buy an Apple MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, the MacBooks are there displayed for you, okay, and you can actually try to use it, okay, explore that particular thing. So that is actually also considered as a sample. Right, the last two of the consumer promotional tools are the point of purchase and also online sales promotion. So the point of purchase is actually a promotion that includes any point of purchase display set up at the retailer's location to build traffic, to advertise the product, or induce impulse buying. So this point of purchase displays can include the shelf talkers. You know, when you go to a supermarket and suddenly the shelf talks, okay, or of course they display a video panel, all right, that actually can greet you or even show you some advertisement on that particular shelf, okay, or it could be a shelf extenders, okay, something that is hanging outside that particular shelf. An advertisement or an ads on the grocery carts and bags, okay, and the end aisles or the floor stands displays, right? Or it could be an in-store audio messages and also other audio visual displays on that particular shelf or at that particular retail store that actually can make you feel that you wanted to buy, especially those things that are hanging from the ceiling, yeah, like a very big banner or a balloon, a big balloons, okay, or the arrow signs or whatever what do you call it, interesting items, okay, that can actually lead you to feel interested in buying the new product that they are selling, okay, or sometimes it's not really new, it could be just any product, and you are feeling like you are attracted to the decoration of that particular shelf. So that is actually also a point of purchase. And lastly, the last consumer promotional tool is the online sales promotion. Okay, online sales promo includes whatever in your apps, yeah, that have been booming due to the overwhelming popularity of the internet. Like when you buy using your applications, like Starbucks, for example. So Starbucks has the Starbucks apps, right? So there is online. So when you want to buy drinks at Starbucks, you just display or you buy using your apps, say you can get a immediate reduction of RM1 for every drinks that you buy. All right. Or other than that, you will also receive a lot of emails, all right, saying that, oh, okay, use this code, certain codes, right, to purchase things like from Zalora, from Lazada, or even your Food Panda and also Grab Food. Okay, they have a lot of codes that you can actually use when you want to buy things either online, or you can redeem that particular online codes in the physical stores. So I hope you have understand about the sales promotion tools just now, and we now moving on to the public relations. Okay, this is the third promotion mix. Okay, the first one just now we have learned on advertisement. Second one is the sales promotion. So the third promotion mix is public relation. Public relations evaluates public attitude, identify issues that may elicit public concern, and executes programs to gain public understanding and acceptance. Okay, so one important thing in public relation is publicity, okay, which is an effort to capture media attention. And when you do public relation, there's a campaign, okay, public relation campaign that strive to achieve and maintain a corporation's positive image in the eyes of the public. So basically, public relation is when that corporation or that organization try to build a good relationship with the public, not just to the customers, yeah, but to the public as a whole. All right, and it also to make sure that the public sees your brand, your organization, your company as a good company, has a very reputable image, all right, of course, a positive image, in a way that people will actually trust your company, will look positively towards your company, and of course, always support whatever effort, okay, that the company is doing, including when the company actually produce new product. So let's first look at public relation functions. There are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 functions of public relation. Okay, first one is press release. Second is product publicity. Next is public affairs, lobbying, investor relations, and also PR development. Yeah. Please write this PR development. PR. Okay, PR development. Okay, so first let's look at press releases. Okay, press releases sometimes is called the press relations or press agency, which involve the creation and placing of newsworthy information to attract attention to a person, product, or service. Okay, this is when you have like a statement, okay, a statement or a news, yeah, that you think it is actually newsworthy, whereby people will feel like wanted to read that particular information, and you will actually send it to the media for the release. So the media could include the TV news, okay, or the newspaper or the radio news. Okay, basically it is in the form of news. When it is being published or when it is being released, okay, it will be released in a news platform basically. Okay, next is the product publicity. Product publicity involves publicizing a specific product. Okay, this includes when the product is being used in a movie or in an advertisement that not really being advertised about your product, but it is there. Okay, for example, when you watch, let's say, what was the name of that particular movie again? Okay, whatever movie it is, okay, they uses some phone. Okay, this particular actor or actress is using the phone, and the phone that they are using is shown with the clearly shows it is an Apple phone, which is iPhone. Okay, so that means iPhone, okay, is using that platform to do their product publicity. Okay, have you ever watched Apple TV or not? So there are many movies in that Apple TV, especially those Apple TV originals film, yeah, or movie. They display all the gadgets or all the technologies that is being used are from Apple itself. So that is one way that Apple do a product publicity. Okay, next one is the public affairs. So public affairs involve building and maintaining national or local community relations. Basically, a company that do public affairs, they are actually dealing or they are building good relationship with the national community or the local community, especially with the government. Okay. Next one is lobbying. Okay, lobbying. The word lobbying is not the hotel lobby. Lobbying here involves building and maintaining relationship with legislator and also the government official to influence the legislation and regulation. Okay, lobbying is when you do good things, okay, or you have a very what they call informal relationship, all right, like you go play golf together, play tennis together with one of the legislators or government official, typically playing golf lah. Okay, these all people that Tan Sri, you know, they always play golf together, and then during that particular match, okay, for example, they will actually talk about some business issues, all right, and they will actually try to influence these government officials or the legislators about some regulation or the law making things that are towards or they are supporting what the company is actually doing. All right, next one is investor relations. Okay, investor, from the word investor relation, you know, it's about the investors, which involve maintaining relationship with shareholders and others in the financial community. Okay, so basically it's about the financial community lah, because they want to have a good relationship with, let's say, the bank, okay, or other financial institutions to help them in actually gaining or approving the loans, all right, or supporting them in the way that beneficial to the company. And last one is the PR development. Okay, it involves public relations with the donors or the members of non-profit organization to gain financial or volunteer support. Okay, so basically when you see the word PR development, it's about the NGOs, yeah, the non-profit organization, so that they will be able to gain some financial support and also volunteer support, because basically the NGOs, right, they don't have like payroll, right, they don't make their products, or they don't make any profits. Okay, so they need to survive as an organization, so they do PR development so that the public will like to donate to them, okay, or even help them in a way that being a volunteer to the organization. Okay. Okay, the second part of this public relation is about the tools. So just now we have done about the function, now the tools. So there are news, speeches, special events, written materials, audio-visual materials, public service, corporate identity, buzz creation, and also websites as the tool for them to do those whatever function of the public relation just now. So you know, news is actually a newspaper or news on TV, news on the internet, all right, whatever news platform it is. Okay, speeches are done by all the top management, the CEO, the president, okay, in whatever speech that they do in any special event that they held, all right, like their annual dinner or their family day, or whenever special events like in UiTM we have some, perhaps like our convocation, so there are speeches that is been done. So in that speech will contain a lot of information, okay, for the attention of the public. Okay, some written materials like in the bulletin, okay, the audio visual materials like when you display it on your, let's say, YouTube channel, your Instagram, okay, public service that you do in a way that you might want to help, or you create like some kind of what they call a voluntary job, okay, or voluntary efforts, or another one is like your sponsorship kind of thing, okay, so that you'll be able to gain or to be doing a good public service. Okay, corporate identity includes whatever things that identifies your organization. For example, KFC, they have their corporate identity in a way that their uniform color. Okay, Malaysia Airlines, for example, their signature kebaya batik design, that is their corporate identity. Asia with their red color. UiTM with our purple color, so that is our corporate identity. Okay, buzz creation is any news or any trends, okay, like your hashtag challenges on your Twitter, or is it trending on your social networks, okay, and also of course your websites are very useful tool for you to do public relation, because people might want to seek some information about what you are doing in your websites. Okay, so that's it about public relations. The last part of this chapter is on personal selling, which is the fourth promotional mix. Okay, remember you have advertisement, you have sales promotion, and then just now you have learned on public relations. And now this is personal selling. So personal selling is a direct communication, yeah, between a sales representative or salesperson, okay, or sales girl or salesman, and one or more prospective purchasers for the purpose of making a sale. And it can be accomplished through face-to-face, like you meet one another, or it can be through phone call, okay, by the telemarketers or telemarketing effort. So in personal selling, we're going to learn on the advantages of personal selling, and then we're going to go through the process of personal selling. Yeah. So let's look at the advantages. Why people or why companies still use this personal selling? It is because it is something that can provide or a detailed explanation or demonstration of the product to the potential buyer. Okay, so with advertisement you can't really know about other things because you can't ask an advertisement will not be able to answer you directly. But when you talk about to a salesman or a sales girl or sales representative, they will be able to provide to the potential customers any other inquiries or detailed explanation on the product that you wanted to buy. And the message can be varied by the salesperson to fit the motivation and interest of each prospective customer. And also, personal selling can be directed to specific qualified prospects, meaning personal selling can be done targeting it, narrowing or specifically to the potential buyer, not just to anybody. Like let's say when you advertise in newspaper, it is targeted to some group of people, but other group of people are also exposed to that particular advertisement. However, this personal selling, it can be directed directly to a qualified prospect. Okay, and personal selling costs can be controlled by adjusting the size of the sales force. So you have a lot of budget, you can hire more salespersons, right, or sales force. But if you don't have a lot of budget, so you can actually reduce your cost by hiring just a few sales force. And the personal selling is also most effective in obtaining a sale and gaining a satisfied customer. Okay, so typically when you are being approached by the salesperson, there is about like higher chances of you gaining or you buying the product because the salesperson have explained to you so many things, so you feel like obligated to buy the product, isn't it? Okay, and if they are really good, then you might feel really satisfied because you have a personal seller that actually tells you and understands you because they know what you need. All right, so next, let's look at this personal selling process. Now, the goal of personal selling process is actually to get a new customer and also obtain orders from them. So there are actually 7 steps, yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes, 7 steps in doing a selling. Okay, so typically the salesperson will start with first one, which is prospective and qualifying. So the first step, prospective and qualifying. When you talk about prospecting, this is when the salesperson identifies qualified potential customers through some referrals. So the referrals here can be from the customer, their current customer, yeah, or their suppliers, their dealers, or even the internet. Sorry, there's no spaces between this, but I think you are able to understand this, right? And then after they do the prospecting, they do the qualifying, which is identifying good customers and screening out the poor one by looking at the financial ability of your prospect customer, volume of your business, the needs, the location of them, and the growth potential of the people or the buyers. Okay, so remember in this step, first one, prospective and qualifying, you have not approached the customer yet. Yeah, this is actually you are doing your homework. Okay, you do your homework first, you'll be able to identify who could be your potential customer, right? If you know this person, okay, let's say your current customer say, oh, maybe I have a friend that will want to buy your product, so you will get information about that particular friend. Okay, and then you qualify them, are they able to buy or not, in terms of what do they work as. Okay, look at their economy status, look at their location, okay, their needs, do they need it or not, and so on. Now let's give an example. When you want to do this particular personal selling process, I give you directly example of a product. Let's say Kowe, you know Kowe, right? Like kuku. is the water filter kind of thing. All right. So if let's say you are a salesperson of Koei, now you wanted to sell your product. Okay, so you do some prospective by asking your current friends, right? Do you have anybody that you think will actually buy Koei? So of course you will not approach your own friend because you know your friend may not have money to buy Koei and pay every month, isn't it? So you might want to qualify them as like, okay, these friends are not qualified, but they might know some other people who actually could be your potential buyer, like their parents. Okay, so then you will look at in terms of whether they are able to buy or not. Do they have the need to buy the product or not? If let's say they already have Koei at home, then they couldn't be a qualified person. Okay, so you must find a qualified one by looking at this particular criteria. Next, second step of personal selling is pre-approach. In this process of learning, you are actually learning as much as possible about your prospect, including their needs, who is involved in the buying, and the characteristics and styles of the buyers. Okay, so the objective of this pre-approach is that after you do the qualifying of the prospect, you gather information and you want to make immediate sales. So before you start to do the approach, you would like to know on how you're going to approach them. Is it going to use a personal visit? Is it using a phone call? Or is it using letter? Of course, now you don't use letter lah. Paling-paling you use email or SMS. Okay? So typically, you'll be using a phone call. Alright, so you will learn on you want to gather the information inclusive of their phone number as well, and also the name of that person and who is involved in the buying. If that person is married, then of course they will be asking the husband or the wife whether should they buy or not, isn't it? Okay, and then the characteristics and also the style of the buyers. Is the buyer really a positive person, okay, an open-minded person, or a very conventional person? Okay, so you may want to learn more about these people if you have the information before you approach them. Okay, so after you have gathered all the information just now, there is when the time when the third steps comes into the process, which is approach. This is the process where salesperson meets and greets the buyer and get the relationship off to a good start, and involve the salesperson's appearance, opening line, and also follow-up remarks. So here you already gain the what they call appointment. Yeah, in pre-approaches now you are trying to gain the appointment, but here in the third step you already get the appointment, whereby this is the time when you meet them, typically face to face lah. So you must show that you have a good appearance. You must open your greetings, okay, opening lines with a very good one, and you might have to follow up some remarks. So opening line should be positive, and it build a goodwill and be followed by key questions to learn about the customer's need, or showing a display or sample to attract the buyer's attention and curiosity. Okay, and also when you talk about this opening line, bear in mind also that you need to have this important attribute for the salesperson, which is to listen, because when you want to good a goodwill, you wanted to listen of what customer are trying to say to you, especially on their needs. Okay, so the co-way just now, perhaps this person already come and I would like to ask you whether how many person are there in their house. Okay, how frequent do you drink water? All right, so how you might want to listen to in terms of the way that particular household, okay, the family members and everyone inside the house, in terms of their lifestyle, and how frequent would the mother or the wife actually cook water to drink. Okay, or whatever water filter that they are currently having. Okay, and you might want to show let's say some importance of having a clean water, all right, and what are the most important thing in water, and what are the dangerous things in water, right? So this could actually build some curiosity in the customer. And number 4, okay, the fourth step is presentation and demonstration. Okay, presentation is when the salesperson tells the product story to the buyer, where you will typically will present the benefits, okay, and showing on how the product will solve the customer problems. Okay, while in the demonstration, you use the need satisfaction approach, whereby buyers would like to have solution, and salesperson that listen, okay, can respond the right products and servicing or services to solve the customer problem by showing the demonstration of how actually the product can solve the problem of the customer. So you might show some videos, okay, or normally Kowe, I don't know how would they do demonstration. Perhaps they will show you the quality of water or the clarity of the water, the color of that particular water when using Kowe filter. Okay, without the Kowe filter, how would be the color or the clarity of the water, or even the taste of that particular water? Next one is the fifth step, which is handling objective. So handling objective is a process where salesperson will resolve problems that are logical, psychological, and also unspoken problems. This is when you are actually answering the questions when the customer try to actually say no to you, or having some objections, or giving you negative comments, or started to show that they are not interested about the product. Okay, so you need to actually handle the objection in a, what they call, calm, and also not being too sensitive, or making use of some personal attacks. Okay, so handling objection is when you need to show them the importance of the product. Without the product, what will happen to the customer? Okay, so handling objection is actually vary or different from one product to another product. Okay, so for example, when you say about the Kowe just now, then you will actually tell, do you know that how many person can actually be poisoned because of unfiltered water? Okay, so that is when you try to create what they call it, fear. Okay, try to create fear on the customer side, so that they feel that, oh, okay, it is actually really important to have a very clean water to drink. All right. Number 6, okay, when you start to see that they are actually feeling positive and feeling that they really need to buy your product, you can actually do the closing. Okay, closing the sale is when you process where salesperson should recognize signals from the buyer, which includes some physical actions, or perhaps they are grabbing their wallets, okay, grabbing their phone to calculate something, or comments or questions, like typically they will ask you, how much will it cost? All right, how much is this product? So that is actually a sign that the buyer, or the signals that the buyer would like to buy the product. So that is when you actually try to close the sale. Closing sales mean you get the sales, yeah, get the sales done, meaning get the customer to buy the product. Okay, that is what you call the closing sales. This includes customer making payment, or customer making deposit. All right, or customer is actually giving their credit card details and so on, for you to actually process the payment for the customer to purchase the product. Lastly, okay, the final step of personal selling process is follow up. This is the last step in which salesperson follows up after the sales to ensure the customer satisfaction and repeat business. Okay, so follow up is actually when you have done the sale. Okay, customer already got the product, and perhaps in a week later, you call again the customer to ask whether they are happy with the product. You ask them, how's the water going on? Do you feel the water is much more clear now? Or you might ask, do you have any problem with the machine, okay, with the products? Are you satisfied or not? Do you have any problem? So if they have problem, then you will need to resolve the problem immediately. All right, so if they don't have, then you might want to thank them and just tell them if they have any future friends. So that is when you get your referral for the next prospect. Yeah, so this is when it is important for you to follow up, so that they feel satisfied with you and they're happy with the purchase that they have been made. All right, so these are the 7 steps in personal selling process. Okay, so that's all for this chapter 9 second part. And next week, we'll continue with chapter 10, which is the final and the last chapter for this semester. Right? So if you have any questions, then we'll do the live session next week so that I can resolve any questions related to chapter 8 and also chapter 9. Yeah? Right? Thank you, class. Bye.